So the other day I was browsing through EDO Pro to try to find some cool deck building ideas, and I somehow remembered that Gemini Monsters existed. And you know me, always curious and trying to learn some new things, so I browsed through all of them, and all I can say is, holy shit, these cards are ass. And when I say ass, I mean super ass. Just in case you didn't know, the mechanic debuted in Tactical Evolution back in 2007, and it's kind of like a gimmick where you have a normal monster on the field, and then you can normal summon it while it's on the field to make it gain an effect that usually isn't even that good anyways. And the funny thing is, Konami actually knows that these cards still exist, but they still choose to print actual garbage Gemini cards, even to this day. It is the one mechanic that is completely safe from power creep, I'm telling you. And again, almost every single Gemini monster has a garbage effect, even if you manage to fulfill the gimmick. First of all, there are exactly 45 Gemini monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! And only 3 of them pretty much ever saw competitive play to a certain extent. These monsters are Gigaplant, Ill Blood, and Elemental Hero Neos Alias. And Neos Alias wasn't really used much for its Gemini typing, but rather for its stats and its searchability in the Hero Beat deck. And Gigaplant and Ill Blood had pretty similar effects that allow them to revive back monsters from the graveyard, which isn't too bad. The one interesting thing though that I do have to say is that they do have one extremely powerful fusion monster and one pretty insane equip spell. The fusion monster is, oh boy, Super Alloy Beast Raptinus, very difficult to pronounce, and it's a pretty nice card because it has a continuous effect that grants every single one of your Gemini monsters their actual real effects without having to waste your normal summon on them. And it's relatively easy to summon, kinda generic, all you really need is 2 Gemini monsters. You better believe that this card was never played in like a real legit deck, only in like bullshit FTK decks. I mean, obviously, no shit at this point. And the equip spell is Supervise, another really good card because it kind of gives your Gemini monster its actual real effect, and whenever it is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can revive back a normal monster from the grave. And friendly reminder that the Gemini monsters are always treated as vanilla monsters in the graveyard and in the field until you normal summon them and treat them as effect monsters. So in other words, there really are some good Gemini support cards, but not good enough and not enough, and they always come with their undesirable vendor law characteristics. What I mean by that is that you can't just play Gemini cards in any deck you like and expect to do well with them. You have to commit a lot of cards to your deck just to make your Gemini cards actually gain effects, and that will make your deck inconsistent as hell. And again, I guess Konami could fix this with ridiculous, insane power creep, but I really doubt it because, again, we've lived for like 15 years without ever getting a real Gemini decks actually running around in the meta. But who knows? I mean, look at Spirals. They went from absolute garbage to absolutely broken with one single card. So yeah, I doubt it, but anything is possible at the end of the day. But that's pretty much all I had to say for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.